You've been here before. Whatever you do, it feels wrong. Push harder. Your body starts to break down. Step back. Something inside won't let you rest. Go forward. Wrong. Pull back. Also wrong. When you're grinding, you can feel something quietly falling apart. When you stop, something else starts calling you back. A lot of the time, we're like hamsters on a wheel, exhausted but never arriving, too afraid to stop. This isn't a willpower problem. It was never about wanting too much. It's that you've been treating this pull, this tension between two things you genuinely need, like noise that had to be silenced. Maybe the problem was never that you weren't strong enough. Maybe it's that you've been trying to solve this by picking a side, when that was never the answer. So why does this keep happening? Why does rest never feel like rest, and effort never feel like enough? It turns out, it's not about you at all. When our brains are under pressure, they default to two settings: push harder or run. There is no third option. That's been wired into us for tens of thousands of years. Our ancestors on the savannah didn't have time to think when they came face to face with a lion. Two choices: run or fight. That response kept our species alive for millennia, and our brains are still running that same system today. An email from your boss, a looming deadline, friction in a relationship. To your nervous system, it can register as the same kind of threat. Same system, same two answers. So that uncomfortable feeling, that place where you don't want to grind but can't bring yourself to let go, that's not a lack of willpower. Your brain was never built with a third setting. But brain science only explains the mechanism. The other half is the world we live in, a world that has rarely rewarded the middle ground. You grind yourself to the bone, people call you driven. You quit your job to travel, the internet cheers you on. But tell someone your life feels pretty balanced right now, that work is manageable and you actually have time for yourself. Nobody thinks that's worth talking about. Some people will quietly assume you've given up. From the time we're young, the message is clear. Go all in, or you're not trying hard enough. Very few people ever teach us how to live with the right proportion. So that uncomfortable feeling, that place where you don't want to grind but can't bring yourself to let go, that's not a sign that you're broken. Just something in you that isn't willing to keep going like this. We tend to think of life as a problem to be solved. There's a pull, it feels bad, so we rush to fix it, pick a side, commit, make the discomfort stop. We think we're actively working toward a solution, when really we're just swinging between two wrong answers. You're not steadily getting closer, you're just going from one kind of unbearable to another. Over 2,000 years ago, Confucius wrote about something he has called Zhongyong, one of the foundational texts of Confucian thought, and one of the most misunderstood outside of East Asia. Most people hear middle way and think, no strong opinions, no backbone, always pick the middle. Confucius didn't mean any of that. 2,000 years of misuse left it looking that way. What he described was the map you've always been missing. Think about a stringed instrument. A string that's too loose makes no sound. A string that's too tight snaps. The music doesn't come from removing the tension. It comes from tuning it. Finding the place where the tension starts working for the music instead of against it. That's what Zhongyong is pointing to. Not choosing between hustle and rest, not sanding yourself down until you have no edges left, but this. In this moment, in this life, sensing what each force deserves and adjusting as things shift. Western thinking tends to reach for balance, equal weight on both sides. Zhongyong is after harmony. The two forces don't need to be equal. They just need to be where they belong, holding each other up. The question stops being, which one should I choose, and becomes, how do I tune this so both can exist? That's how it works in practice. When you're in a heavy season, leave a little space for yourself. That's not weakness. That's how you stay in it. When you're in a low season, drop into a lower gear. Like trees in winter, bare branches aren't failure. They're laying the groundwork for spring. The adjustments are usually small. The best state is this: you're busy, but there's still some space in you. You're still, but life hasn't gone empty. No matter where you are, the other force is still there. Zhongyong shows up in your life every day. You just don't always have a name for it. Work. A lot of people respond to pressure by doubling down. Just hold on a little longer, and it'll work out. But when you push too hard for too long, what falls apart first isn't the work. It's the foundation that makes work possible. You lose sleep first, then steadiness, then perspective. And by the time the work starts to suffer, you already have. A car that's been driven hard needs maintenance, not because something failed. That's just how it keeps going. Rest is how effort keeps its shape. The people who last are rarely the ones who show everything they have. They know when to step forward and when to hold back. A string pulled too tight is always waiting to snap. That is not hiding. That is proportion. Emotions. Confucianism never said emotions were wrong. Joy, anger, grief, all of it is natural. But too much excitement, and you start making careless decisions. Too much sadness, and you lose sight of any possibility, treating a temporary low like it's permanent. When emotions hit either extreme, clear thinking quietly exits the room. Confidence stretched too far becomes arrogance. Pulled too far back, it becomes self-doubt. Same with courage. Past a certain point, it tips into recklessness, and short of it, into cowardice. Emotions don't need to be suppressed. When something starts running unchecked, let a little clarity in. Feel what you feel, just don't let it run away with you. You can feel joy without losing your footing when it fades. You can move through grief without losing faith in what's ahead. An emotion doesn't become dangerous because it exists. It becomes dangerous when it takes over the whole instrument. Decisions. One end is overthinking. Map out every variable, run every outcome. But the window doesn't stay open while you're still calculating. The other end is pure impulse, going entirely on feeling. No thought for consequences. Some mistakes are cheap. Go ahead and make them. Others have a price you spend a long time paying. Think before you act. But actually, act. Action is what gives thinking its meaning. And thinking is there to reduce the risk of action, not to give you an excuse to never move. A lot of Western philosophy has been in search of universal principles. What is justice? What are the limits? Find the right rule, apply it consistently, and you'll land on the right answer. Clear thinking, real force behind it. Zhongyong starts from somewhere different. What it cares about is this. In this specific situation, right now, what's appropriate? Not a rule you carry in, a reed you develop inside it. One wants the answer before the situation arrives. The other knows it can only be found once you're already in it. Principles can be written down, passed on, studied by anyone, but wisdom doesn't transfer that way. Like the opening line of the Tao Te Ching, the Tao that can be spoken is not the eternal Tao. Once you can fully explain it, it's already become something else. Wisdom is the same, not an idea you agree with, but something you can actually feel in how you live. There's a line in the Zhongyong that a lot of people have read, but very few have really stopped to sit with. Ji Zhong He, Tian Di Wei Yan, Wan Wu, Yu Yan. Achieve Zhongyong, and heaven and earth fall into their proper place. All things grow and flourish. Notice what's missing from that sentence. The tension doesn't disappear. No one wins. Every force simply finds its proper place, and from there, nothing gets in the way of anything else. Things don't just coexist, they make each other possible. Like breathing, one direction in, one direction out. Neither one can stop. The moment one side tries to take over permanently, that's not peace. That's the end. Your drive for a meaningful life and your gentleness toward yourself, those two can run side by side. They always could. This is not weakness. This is proportion. And maybe that is what wisdom looks like in an ordinary life.